Alrighty, welcome back to another edition of Raiding the Pantry with Chris Raider. Today we are gonna make some hot rolls. Sorry, it's been a minute since I've been in since I've recorded. I know it's been at least 3 weeks. Gonna take 2 packets of yeast to 2 cups of warm water. And it should just be lukewarm. So just get it out of the sink. I'm just going to mix it together a little. So I'm going to let this activate. I'm going to give it at least a good 30 minutes while it's activating. So I'll catch y'all back in 30 minutes. Alrighty, it has been 30 minutes since we started all our stuff to get ready to make these hot rows. We're going to do 2.5 cups of flour, all-purpose. And then we'll get a half a teaspoon of salt. We're going to do half of a cup of sugar. All right, that's about a half a cup of sugar. Then next, we're going to get a teaspoon and a half of baking powder. Okay. I'm going to give that a mix real quick. That's mixed. And then we're going to get 1/3 of a cup of oil. We're going to mix that in there. 1/3 of a cup of oil. We're going to mix that around. Scrape the sides here. Set that to the side. That should be good enough. Now we're going to swap out our mixer here. Your bread hook here. Okay. I'll lock this in. Pour a little of my yeast mixture in there and just mix. And do that consistency, adding a little in at a time. And before I add the rest of that in, I'm going to take a cup of flour here, all-purpose again. Add a cup of that in. I'm going to mix that around. And we're going to do another cup and a cup and a half of flour. I'll add in 1 more cup. Alright. I'm going to let that mix in. Half a cup, my bad. Alright, now we're just looking for a particular texture for it. It should be rubbery and firm all at the same time. Check it. definitely rubbery. I'm gonna let it mix just for a little bit longer. I can still see some flour that's not yet mixed in. So I'm gonna let this continue to mix it. Let's take a look at it. I'm gonna let it mix for just a little bit longer. I'm gonna add in just a touch more flour, not much. Alrighty, so I think this should be just about good with the mixing and whatnot. It's rubbery, but yet firm. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little flour, sprinkle my bowl with it. I got my bowl spread around with all that. Just a little bit of flour, not much. You can use oil if you don't want to use flour. What I'm going to do is take a little bit of flour and just lightly dust the top. And now I'm going to cover this with a wrap, and I'm going to put a towel over that so that way it doesn't stick to the towel. And then I'm going to let it rise until it's either double in size or for at least 2-ish hours, somewhere within that range. I'll catch y'all back then. All right, as you can see, it has been about 2 hours-ish since we've put this on to rise and double in size, and it has done that well. When I say it's doubled in size, it has that much left of the bowl, and I'm gonna start making my rolls now. So what I'm gonna do is take a little flour, and this is just so it doesn't really stick to the countertop. And of course, I'm gonna put some flour on my hands to try to, keep them from making it stick. Just a spatula, kind of put that in. Alright, so I'm just going to take a little bit of flour, just try to keep it from sticking in my hands. Like that. Rolls. So, what we're going to do is we're going to just take our hand. We're going to get about yay amount of dough, and we're just going to curl it until it just starts to pull itself apart. Okay. And we got our food scale, which you don't need, but just for the sake of probably making sure that I know the size and everything for it is right and everything. Because I want to go to a certain amount on there. Okay, so I actually want to be a little bit smaller than 101. So I'm going to just take some and just pinch some off. Just kind of help me pinch off a little bit more than if I need to. So I say about 97. So I'm going to try to keep it within 97 grams. So I'm just going to kind of make it look like it. I'm going to pinch the sides. And you don't have to do this. It's just to make it look, it's going to look prettier when it's like this. And we're just going to line the pan like that. Yet, but as you can see, I got my full pan already done. I'm going to let these rest, let them rise up a little bit more. These will be the first ones to get in. But I'm going to finish, and then I'll put butter on top of them while they're, and you'll be able to get a nice looking roll. It will be, it'll just look amazing. So I'll finish up these rolls, and I'll catch y'all back when I start putting them in the oven. Okay, as you can see, my rolls have risen one final time. And I've had some butter sitting on the back, and I'm just going to coat these evenly with some butter. As you can see there, it's fully covered with butter. So now, as I said, make sure your oven's preheated to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. We're going to put them on for about 15 to 20 minutes-ish, or until golden brown on top. And then we'll pull them out, let them cool, put a little bit more butter on top, and take a taste. I'll catch y'all back in 15. Alrighty, we are back. It has been 15 minutes. As you can see, they're done perfectly golden brown on top. I checked one of them already to make sure it was cooked all the way through. It didn't come back where it was need anything. I already put the extra little bit of butter on there. If you want a little extra more, I got the bowl stand just to the side for it. Now let's crack one of these babies open and try it. Now they are hot, so be careful. Ooh, look at that. Woo! You know that's gonna be good right there. Perfect. Flaky. Perfectly cooked. For you butter fanatics, put a little extra on there. This is a really good recipe to make either for dinner or Thanksgiving, whatever you want. But these are such an amazing treat. I had these as a little kid. Grandma made them, and this has been such a fun thing to remake these and just have them come out so good. This has been Raiding the Pantry with Chris Rader. If you like the page, go ahead, like, subscribe, and follow. Y'all come back now.